The lady from Connecticut is recognized for 3 minutes.
I rise in strong opposition to this fast-track bill, which is only made worse by a gimmick of it being attached to unrelated legislation designed to help federal public safety professionals. And I might add, as already been mentioned, that the General President of the International Association of Firefighters, which this rule addresses as well, has said, we urge you to oppose this rule. For 20 years, our nation's trade policy has been failing American workers and the businesses that want to invest in this country. It has driven away jobs, pushed down wages, and exacerbated inequality. A vote for fast track is a vote to continue that bad trade policy for another generation. Because if we approve fast track today, we rubber stamp the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. The Trans-Pacific Partnership asks American workers to compete with labor in developing countries like Vietnam, where the minimum wage is 56 cents an hour. It does nothing to combat the biggest source of lost jobs, currency manipulation, which the economist Fred Berkson has said has cost us in the United States up to 5 million jobs. People lost their jobs and lost their livelihoods. It allows thousands of foreign corporations to challenge U.S. laws on food safety, drug safety, environmental protection, health care, labor rights, the minimum wage, and indeed any domestic law on any subject. And the gentleman on the other side of the aisle said that that is not the case. Just witness what happened last week when this body, and the majority in this body, voted to repeal country of origin labeling so that we know where our meat, our poultry, and our pork come from, because the World Trade Organization and Canada and Mexico ruled against us. So we are going to give up our domestic law. This is a trade agreement that has been crafted by lobbyists for the special interests and industries that stand to gain the most by weakening U.S. regulation and shipping jobs overseas. Yet, the administration has shown absolutely no interest in improving this deal or even listening to our concerns. That means that when the Trans-Pacific Partnership comes to this House, we need the ability to amend it. At the very least, it must include sanctions against currency manipulation, enforceable labor and environmental standards, and a transparent process. If we vote for fast track today, we throw away our ability to make any of those amendments, and we turn our backs on our commitment to American workers, to their jobs, to their families, to their economic security. We must make this a vote. And this vote must be a turning point so that at long last, the American public can say that those of us in this House opposing fast track demand policies that prioritize.
I yield another. No?
10 seconds.
30.
Okay.
The gentlelady from Connecticut is recognized for 30 seconds.
The vote last Friday and today's vote are critical in letting the American public know where we stand, and that, in fact, we prioritize their economic security, their jobs, their increased wages, that we are opposed to special interests, and that's what this Trans-Pacific Partnership is all about. We must reject this bill. I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentlelady yields back her time. The gentlelady from New York reserves her time, and the gentleman from